Well, this is where buckshot begins, folks. If you were just wanting to get into loading buckshot, this is how every single pellet you see me load up starts off. These, you can't really see it. This is a Marty's Arms mold. I don't know if you can read that. Marty makes the best molds on the planet. This is 32 caliber that I use as double auger. And every pellet I have, I personally put my hands on. They'll get better as the mold gets going and gets hot. That's what they look like when they frost over. They're hardening up already that quickly. This thing makes 18 pellets every time you fill up the cavity. So basically makes enough to make a 3.5 inch shell every time I fill it up. Work better if I had one of my boys here to help me, but it is what it is. The lid just spills out, drop right back over the top. Do it all over again. I'll sit here 7-8 hours. I have just making pellets. Once it gets going good, it's not much to it. I'll show you in just a second what these things look like. You just wait till they frost over, and you could literally pop them out then if you wanted to. That's what they look like inside the mold. And you have to snip them all off when you're done. folks ask me, will I sell buckshot? If you actually sat down and watched this for one night, you can't really make enough to be selling it. This isn't a production line kind of deal. Yeah, I have sat around and made 40 pounds of one another. But like I said, that's one of them nights I sit around 7-8 hours waiting, just sitting in here by myself, usually drinking coffee and pouring buckshot all night. Biggest thing is coming up with the lead with it. I just wanted to show y'all basically everything it is to making these buckshot pellets. And that's double alt buckshot. Tap them out of your mold. Tap on the side of the mold a little bit, they'll fall right out. Right on to the next pour. And you got to remember, when you snip it off, the little pellets is the only thing that you're getting out of it. The rest of it, you turn around and remelt it down again later. Usually I keep my lead production pot on about 7.5. The hotter it is, the easier the lead pours. And wear protection, man. This stuff is 600 and some degrees, almost 700 degrees. You're not trying to scorch yourself, and it will burn you. I got plenty of scars on my arms from this stuff, and it'll light you up. Certainly don't feel good when you get burned by it. I got double alt mold, number 1 mold, number 2 buckshot, and a 33 cal double alt. I'm gonna get some more molds this year. I used to have a bunch of them, but where they've all went to is, or what I've done to them, probably broke a few of them. But Marty's, I done got to where Marty's molds is about the only one I want to use. I ain't much on them leads. They only have a couple sizes, double alt and number 4. And I got their double alt one, and very seldom do I ever use it. I've learned 32 cal just stacks so much better in it. All right, that's what they look like, folks, when they're done. You snip the little balls off flush. You either powder coat them or you put them in graphite. That's powder coated. That's double alt powder coated, number 1 powder coated. And these are if you just graphite them. You put them in a tumbler and graphite them. That's number 1. Then you load them up. That's all it is to it, folks. All right, later.